Welcome back to Global Health. This is GFraser, and today we're going to be talking about the Zika virus pandemic. This is a new Unit 9, especially designed for the 2016 class. Here's a map by the World Health Organization, and in the map you will see details about the history of Zika virus, and you can see that it was originally identified years and years ago in Nigeria, 1954. Now we've had explosive number of cases starting in Brazil. Worldwide pandemic for Zika virus was declared in December last year when Brazil estimated they had 1 million cases. And again, it's not an uncommon virus. It's very common in its very mild symptoms. By February this year, the head of the World Health Organization, Dr. Margaret Chan, announced that we have explosive spreading of Zika virus in the Americas, and estimating there may be as many as 3 million cases by the end of the next year. Key facts about the Zika virus is that it's called ZIKA virus. It's an arbovirus, similar and in the same family as West Nile, dengue, yellow fever. There are several different types of viruses, and these are transmitted by the bite of an Aedes, different types of species of Aedes mosquitoes. So in the United States, it's being transmitted by the Aedes aegypti, which is very common here. And in the U.S., we have almost 5,000 cases now, including the Virgin Islands and America and Samoa. Within the continental United States, we have almost 1,800 cases, and there's a lot of different concern about the women who are pregnant that also have the virus. You can see that it's normally a very mild disease. You would hardly even notice. It might even have a rash, a headache, malaise. So it's hard to differentiate it from other types of illnesses. The key factor is that they've seen enough cases now that they are saying that it's associated and linked with microcephaly, which is for pregnant women, the baby, unborn child will be affected by the virus and potentially have underdeveloped brain, and therefore it'll be smaller, their head will be smaller. Key facts again, the Zika virus infection in Brazil and Colombia. Of course, way back in October last year, 9 cases were reported in Colombia because you have a very sophisticated and capable epidemiology section, and you're monitoring for diseases all the time. By October in Brazil, they had identified Zika virus in 14 states. And I would recommend that since you all are trying to keep up to date, that you might want to go to the World Health Organization site and download this poster. It really is good about explaining to people what Zika virus is and how it's transmitted, so people will be feel like they have the correct information about Zika virus. You can see that the Pan American Health Organization has been actively reporting cases as of July this year. Brazil had reported almost 1,800 cases confirmed at this date that had congenital syndrome associated with it. In Colombia, the case number is 21. In the U.S., 19. So this is a growing concern and problem. And as the region of the Americas, 42 countries have reported that they've identified Zika virus. What can you do to help? Again, you're a university student. Many of you are nursing students, medical students, physiotherapy students. You have a responsibility now to your community because they're going to look to you to say, what's up with Zika? And so it's important for you to keep informed about accurate information. Look, listen, and read updates from the Pan American Health Organization. You can see that from World Health Organization, Centers for Disease Control, different sources within World Health Organization. Please just read things that are only from reliable sources because there's a lot of junk out there and misinformation. So again, it's important for you as students of global health to understand the importance of getting in there and helping your communities to understand the problem. Access updated information. Again, reliable sources, Pan American Health Organization. Here you can even sign up to have automatic updates sent to your email. Watch the World Health Organization video. I think that would also help you answer questions in your own mind, as well as listen to Colleen Acosta as she's explaining about the global epidemic that's going on. You can download, the World Health Organization has a ZIKA app available for your iPhone, so that you can keep up to date on all the different recent statistics. But do watch the YouTube video of World Health Organization by Colleen Acosta as part of the Learning Unit 9. Our discussion forum, we're going to be looking at the devastating Zika virus explained. There's a YouTube video. I hope that you will also compare the World Health Organization response to Zika virus in 2015 and now continuing into 2016 to the 2014 Ebola virus disease. The Ebola virus, of course, is a very devastating disease that can kill a patient very quickly and spread very, very much more contagious from person to person. And the Zika virus is a very mild infection. It's been humming along for decades and basically unnoticed. Suddenly they've made a link to serious problems for pregnant women and the sexual transmission of Zika virus. So it's suddenly a bigger problem than we realized it was in the past. I want you to look at and think about the long-term solutions. What would be your next step? We can't just be saying the government should do more, the military should do more. You have to really think about the strategy long-term to try to really control this virus by controlling the vector and keeping people informed about the fact that the Aedes mosquito is a day-biting mosquito, so that bed nets won't be as easy a solution as it would be for malaria. So again, just keep these things in mind for the discussion forum. We'll be watching for your comments online. I also have the privilege of introducing a guest speaker, Dr. Shardina Owens. She's my colleague at Texas A&M University. I also teach at Texas A&M, and I think that it's been a privilege that we have, over the last few years, done some publications together about global health. She also teaches global health, and she has invited me as a guest speaker at her class in Corpus Christi, and I'm inviting her back to talk to you about the health perspectives on Zika virus pandemic and the global health response to that. So up next, it's going to be Dr. Owens, and she'll be speaking directly to you in the next video. Thanks.